you could start over from the first training
Okay.
because I want to make sure that we let everyone know exactly what these trainings, or if there's a place where I could go and look on the web, or you can provide a description of what each training is about, so they can have a curriculum and expectations for the training.
Yeah, I will send out. We have a little guide of what divides the 4 different trainings out and who they go to. But I will go describe them here, and I am recording this for you, and then I will send you that document out with the different trainings. Plus, we also have what we call notes sheet. So during the training, there's a screenshot of the PowerPoint screen, and then there's a notes section underneath there. So as you're going through it, you take notes in the right section, and it describes pretty much what we're going through. But here's the way they're laid out. The first training is the we call the overview, and that's we call it the drink from a fire hose. It's a lot of information going out, but what it is describing the system, what it's about, without getting into the great details. But here's why you're using the system, and here's what it does for you. Second, and that's for everybody, because at the end of that training, we go into here's how you log into the system, here's how you change your password, and then here's how you use what we call the quick update system, which is how to update the activities that you've been assigned. So if you've been assigned to a measure, then you're the person responsible for updating it. Here's how you do it very, very simply. So that's for everybody. So then the second training we call operational planning, and that is how to enter one of these plans in the system, how to update the plans in the system. And then what we do and this is just for those people who are going to be doing exactly that, entering and updating plans. Now, at the end of that training, we're going to make a little homework assignment, and that is please go out and develop some quick little operational plan. It doesn't have to be even related to the business. It can be something fun, like I'm going to plant grass in my backyard. I'm going to get out of the big storm that just went through here, whatever it happens to be, just so you understand the planning process. And so then we do a follow-up training to that, which is reviewing those plans that people put in. And that's typically groups of 5 to 6 people, because we're going to go through individually with each person's plan. So that's training 1, 2, and 3. Then training 4, we call performance monitoring. And there's all different kinds of charts and graphs. There's reporting. There's what we call VMSG public to be able to create web pages. There's the dashboard screen. So that's all covered in performance monitoring, how to monitor the status of the plan in real time. And then after you get all this stuff in the system and you guys are comfortable using it, probably a month later, maybe we go into what we call 3-dimensional planning. 3-dimensional planning is the ability to cross-reference all these plans. So what you might do, for instance, in your case, is you might have a set of categories around the overall integrated plan, and then you can assign those categories for each of the health departments to their portion of the plan. So you can look across all the plans at one time and say, show me everything that is strategy number 1 related to all the different plans. So you can see the elements of everybody's plan and the status across the whole system. So those are the basic training modules that we go through.
That's really good.
And again, as you get new people coming in, you get turnover. We'll repeat that sequence as often as necessary.
Okay. And yeah, that happens a lot. And we can repurpose the licenses, right, for years.
Yeah.
So
you got a number of licenses, and you can swap those out. And in fact, it's really kind of not 1 second. Sorry. It's kind of nice because if you have a person in a specific job function who's responsible for, these 10 activities in there, and you bring in a new person who's a different person, but going to be doing exactly the same job, we can basically just overwrite that user's profile, and then the new user comes in, picks up all of that responsibility automatically.
Yes. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Fred, I had a question.
Yes, sir.
Great that we could swap licenses and all of that. I was wondering, do you have a list? I don't know if Warren has it. I don't know if you sent it out already. I get it. We done been on 2, 3, 4 different calls. I understand everything. So I was wondering, with your list of who you have already from this DOH area, do you have a list with that and when the license expire?
All
like
the
a whole
licenses
list,
expire at the same time. So your
Okay,
license
so what-
expire, I think, December 23rd of 2024 is when your license expires. They're all coterminous, so everybody expires at the same time.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
guess
That's
you
exactly
have
what I
that
was.
list, and I can send you that list. We call it an org structure report generated right out of the system, but I will send that to you guys right after this training.
And I did see an old report from Warren, but I didn't see no expiration dates beside it. So I took upon just to ask you. But now that you told me, you said December 23rd.
Yeah, let me take a
Maybe.
look at it here. This is your account, and I go to settings. 10/23 of 23 is your current expiration date, and once we receive the payment, it'll be 10/23 of 24. So what we did is
Okay.
there was current users in there who'd already been in the system, and what we did is prorated them, the new users, so they're all coterminous with this 10/23/24 expiration date. So you don't have multiple dates and payments and all that kind of stuff. Just makes it easy.
Right. I was just speaking to Jazz about that yesterday. If we can get everybody like on the expire on the same date.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
And so it'll be pivotal for us to give. That's a good question, Bobby. Thank you, and good work, Jasmine, on generating the list of individuals that need training. It would be pivotal for us to get him those training dates so everybody could get on the same cycle and we can move forward while we're waiting on the licenses to be paid.
Well, you don't need to worry about that. You're covered. We know you're going to pay, so it's all live and ready to go.
Okay. All right. Expect the email from us shortly, and then we could plan accordingly.
Yeah. And we also realize, Warren, that you got multiple people with multiple schedules. So we can do the same, like training number 1, we can do multiple versions or multiple sessions to cover everybody's schedule. We don't have any problem with doing that.
Oh, that's awesome. And I know Jasmine is working closely with LaCandria to make note of that as well. So that really helps all of us out. So thank you.
So Fred, I got one more question.
Okay, just one more, but that's it.
I know you said December 23rd is the date that you made that when they expire. So we get these licenses, say in beginning of February, or would it expire February 2024 now? Or will we still be on the same time frame of December 23rd?
No,
or we still have a chance to get out for a year?
Yeah, what we've done is prorated the licenses, the cost of the licenses. So if it was 9 months out of 12, then it's 9/12 of $100 basically is what we charge for it. Because you'd have X number of licenses in the system. However, I think it was 42 total in there. It would be 4,200, and I think your bill was like 4,020. So they're prorated, so they all meet that expiration date of 10/23/24.
Okay, and we still get the pro rate of the first 50 is this, and the 51 through 120. What is one? Okay.
Yeah. If you go over 50, then it drops down to half the price.
Okay.
And if you go over 125, which we're happy with, you drop down to 25. So.
Understood.
So just put as many people on there as you want. Hundreds is good.
We definitely don't need that many people.
Well, what you find out over time is that you have external partners that you want to have access, limited access, and you can add those on. They're the same license price as a normal user.
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay. Well, when you're sending out the dates, Jasmine, would you kind of send out like multiple dates and times?
Yeah.
Like
I sent out four of them. I can go. I know I sent out the 6th. Is it too soon for next week? I sent out the 16th, 17th, 19th, and 22nd, and then I gave the times along with them.
Let me take a look at next week here. Next week would be okay. It would be pretty much anytime. Monday would work. The 15th, 16th.
We're off on Monday here.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
The 17th is wide open.
Okay, perfect.
The 18th in the afternoon is open. And then the 19th in the morning is open. So yeah, next week we could get started any of those days.
Okay, so then I did send you, I forwarded and CC'd everyone, and oh, well, Warren just sent it as well.
Yeah, if you could just
She did a great job.
resend those for me, I'll get them scheduled for you.
Okay, so I did put the names and the emails, and if you need anything else, you can, of course, message me, myself, Warren, or Bobby.
Okay.
So that's perfect. Thank you so much, Fred.
Thank you, everybody. Any other questions? Anything else you'd like to see or?
Not I guess no, that would do it for right now. If you could just provide this the recording to us, and I could forward it to leadership. So but the description that you'll be able to provide for like the curriculum of the training will be helpful. So
Yep, I've got that. I will take care of that as well.
And if you could just provide the recording just for backup purposes, if I just want to review it again, especially when it comes to the nomenclature.
Yep.
And the settings, that would be helpful for me.
Yeah, I've got what I do is I'll put the recording up on a YouTube, and then I'll send you the link to the YouTube.
Awesome. Thank you, Fred.
Well, everybody, thank you so much for your time, and sorry you had that nasty weather, but think of us up here in Arizona freezing at 55 degrees.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
All right,
Fred.
thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.